Sagama, Padamare, Ni, Ni, Re, Ma, Dhapa, Ga, 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 Sagapa, Padamare, Ni, Ni, Re, Ma, Dhapa, Ga, 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 Mana, Manatil ध्यासा मधुनी, उमले फलश्रुती, सरस्वतीच्या गाभाऱ्यातील ज्योती फलश्रुती, मना मनातील ध्यासा मधुनी, उमले फलश्रुती, सरस्वतीच्या गाभाऱ्यातील ज्योती फलश्रुती.
Our German teacher Pradnya Samel. She too is in Sathe College right now. She has done her BA, MA with German from Pune University and has done 3 language courses from Max Muller Bhavan. And she's teaching German since 2004 at Mumbai University for German certificate course. Am I right, Pradnya? Yes. So you are in good hands, students. I'll ask Pradnya Madam to start with the guidance lecture. Whatever you have queries, you may write in the chat box, which will be answered at the end of the guidance lecture. Thank you so much. Pradnya, you may take on.
Thank you, ma'am. Guten Morgen, Studenten. So, I'm Pradnya Samel. We will talk about our 12th standard German paper and also the syllabus. So, I will present. Just a second. Okay. So, these are the our German textbook. Yeah. 11th standard German textbook, that is Sprachlotsen 1, and 12th standard textbook Sprachlotsen 2. So we have our 11th standard syllabus also for the 12th standard exam. Yeah, we cannot forget it, the grammar and the vocab. So I'm revising what we have done in the 11th standard. So conjugation, yeah, conjugation of regular and irregular verb. Irregular verbs, that means fahren, sehen, essen, where the do and arestive forms are different. Then possessive pronomen, mein, dein, sein, und so weiter. Personal pronomen mit Nominative, Accusative, and Dative. Yeah, ich, mich, mir, du, dich, dir. Modalverben like können, müssen, möchten. And in 12th standard, we are learning the further modal verbs. Then nominative, accusative, dative case. Yeah. In 11th standard, we have learned nominative and accusative case, and also the verbs with only dative, like gefallen, gehören, passen. Then prepositionen mit accusative as well as dative. Yeah. Aus, bei, mit, nach. These are the prepositions with dative, and prepositions with accusative, that are für, durch. Then imperative type of sentences, yeah, where we give the person any order or we request somebody. So where the verb position is first. Then adjective endungen, adjective endings with indefinite and definite article in nominative and accusative. Then perfect, yeah, that is participle perfect, present perfect. For example, ich habe heute eine Pizza gegessen. Dann Verben mit Dativ, that is gefallen, gehören, where we use the dative object, yeah, and then Präteritum von haben und sein, that is past tense of haben and sein, hatte oder war. So this was the 11th standard syllabus, which we have to revise, yeah, for 12th standard exam. This is that's the base of our German language. So we have to revise that, and uh, we are going to have questions on that syllabus also. Then this is 12th class, 12th class. By mistake, I have put 11th, but it's 12th class Deutsch book. Yeah. So the wichtigste Grammatik, the most important grammar which we are doing in the 12th standard are Wechselpräpositionen. Yeah, changing prepositions. That is auf, unter, an, neben, in, an. Where there is action, we use accusative case. Where there is position, we use dative case. Then Nummer 2 is Nebensätze mit weil und wenn. While is because and when is when or if. Then Comparation, yeah, degree. Comparative degree and superlative degree, yeah, comparative and superlative, and also positive degree. Then Nummer 4 is Verben mit Akkusativ plus Dativ, yeah, for example, geben. Ich gebe meinem Bruder ein T-Shirt. So we need for these verbs one direct object and one indirect object, accusative and dative objects. Then next is adjective endungen, yeah, that is all types of adjective endings: definite article, indefinite article, without article, and with dative case also. Next is Verben mit festen Präpositionen. For example, warten auf, to wait for, or denken an, to think of. So for some verbs, we use some fixed prepositions and which we have to learn by heart. Okay. Then Modalverben sollen und dürfen. Yeah, should and to be allowed. That is dürfen. And next and last is Präteritum von Modalverben. Yeah, in 11th standard we have done the past tense of haben, that is hatte, and past tense of sein, that is war. And here we are in 12th we are learning the past tense of modal verbs. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, this was the syllabus. So now we'll see the paper pattern. So we have 80 marks for written paper and 20 marks for viva. Yeah, first we will talk about the written paper. The first question will be based on prose section. Yeah, that is question answers, but not textual questions. Yeah, in general questions regarding the topics discussed in the book. Yeah, so that question is for 10 marks with option. It will be 14 marks. Then second is comprehension for 16 marks. Third is vocabulary based question, that is for 12 marks. Email writing or blog writing for 8 marks. Grammar for 26 marks. Translation for 8 marks. So total 80 marks. So now we will see the weightage to objectives. Yeah. So in the first question, that is wherever knowledge is considered, 22 marks are there. Yeah, prose for 10 marks and vocabulary for 12 marks. Yeah, and percentage 27.5. Yeah, with option with option it's 26 marks. Then for understanding, we have 16 marks. Yeah, that is comprehension question, 16 marks. So percentage are 20%. Application 26 marks. That is grammar. Yeah, percentage 32.5. And skill 16 marks, where you have the question of translation for 8 marks. Yeah, email, and the next is email or blog writing for 8 marks, and 20%. That means these skills are for 20%, and with option it would be 28 marks. The next is weightage. Two types of question. Objective type of question is for 47 marks. Yeah, 58.75 percentage, with option 55 marks. Then short answers 25 marks. 31 that will be for 31.25 percentage, and long answers for 8 marks, 10 percent, and total 80 marks. So now we'll see our question paper in detail. Yeah. So first question is: beantworte die folgenden Fragen in mindestens zwei ganzen Sätzen. There will be 7 questions in total. Yeah, so you have option, you can write 5 out of 7 for 10 marks. Yeah, so general questions in 2 parts on themes handled in the German class. Students are expected to answer at least 5 out of 7 questions in at least 2 grammatically correct sentences with relevant content, and 2 marks each are awarded to content and grammar of the answer. And here the examples are: welche religiöse Feste feiert man in Deutschland? Or deine Eltern haben Hochzeit, was schenkst du ihnen? Okay. Nummer 2 ist: lies die folgenden Texte und bearbeite die Aufgaben. That is a comprehension question. Yeah, comprehension of 2 unseen passages of 175 to 250 words related to the themes handled in the textbook, and comprehension tasks that demand a cursory and selective reading. Cursory reading means you read the text very quickly. Yeah, that means you have to complete your answer paper. So you can't waste a lot of time for this comprehension. Yeah, you will read the text quickly twice. Yeah, and understand the selective part of that text. Yeah, and task to check overall understanding and specific parts of the text. That is for 13 marks, and vocabulary for 3 marks. Then next question is Wortschatz. Yeah, Wortschatz is vocabulary. All tasks to be solved. That means all questions are compulsory. The sub question in this category can be varied to appropriately test the diversity of vocabulary in the curriculum. The sub questions here are examples for the orientation. So that means now we have only 3 chapters. Yeah, because of Corona, that means online lectures, our syllabus is 25% reduced. So we don't have the 4th chapter at all. So the questions would be based on purely on first 3 chapters. Yeah, and if there will be any question related to 4th chapter, it will be changed afterwards. Okay, so let's see the questions. I have given here the examples. For example, that is was past nicht. Yeah, so there would be 4 words and it's odd man out. Yeah, Kommunikationstechnologien, Arbeitsmöglichkeiten, freundliche Nachbarn und Ausbildungsmöglichkeiten. So freundliche Nachbarn is odd man out. Yeah, freundliche Nachbarn is the answer. Then Nummer 2, die Straßenbahn, der Bus, der Spielplatz, die U-Bahn. So der Spielplatz is the answer. Then B, Nena 2, name 2. Yeah. So first A is Glückwünsche, the wishes. Yeah. How do you wish your friends on different occasions. So you can write herzliche Glückwunsch zum Geburtstag or alles Gute, gute Besserung. Then B, party Anlässe, yeah, the occasions for the party. That is Lehrertag or Valentinstag. Then C, Ergänzer den Text mit passenden Wörtern aus dem Kasten. Yeah, 4 blanks and 5 options. That is for 2 marks. Yeah. So you will get the words, the options, and you will select the appropriate answers and complete this question. Then wie heißt der Oberbegriff? So you will get again here the words, and Oberbegriff means the main word for the group of words. Sorry. For example, here der Bus, die Straßenbahn, der Zug und das Flugzeug. What is this? Das sind Verkehrsverbindungen, yeah? Means of transport. Or here there will be also question based on 11th standards vocab. Like you will get the words like Schrank, Bett, or Tisch, Stool. So what is that? It's a Möbel. Yeah, das Möbel you can write. So Möbel is Oberbegriff. Kleidung is Oberbegriff. Verkehrsverbindungen is oder Fahrzeuge is Oberbegriff. The next is Welsh's verb past. You will get the nouns, yeah, and there will some options also will be given, yeah, like the verbs geben, organisieren, einladen, kaufen. So you will find out the suitable verbs for the nouns, yeah. For example, eine Einladung geben oder Geschenke bekommen, yeah, to get, oder Geschenke kaufen, to buy gifts. This is for 2 marks, yeah. Then next is Ergänzer die passenden Nomen. Verbs would be given, and you have to frame noun out of these verbs, yeah. For example, feiern, die feiern, essen, das essen, yeah. So article is must here. You must write the article, and we write all nouns in capital in German, yeah. So die Feier, F capital, das Essen, E capital, die Einladung, E capital. Then number 4 is schreibe eine email. The 4th question, yeah. Here the writing, creative writing question, yeah. So email writing or blog writing. Yeah, so the topics for the email would be you have got an invitation for the birthday party, but you can't go for the party. So write an email to your friend. Yeah, Sie haben eine Einladung bekommen und aber Sie können zur Party nicht gehen. Schreiben Sie zu Ihrem deutschen Friend eine email. So here you should be you must read the question very carefully. To whom you supposed to write the mail, yeah, to a German female friend or German male friend. Accordingly, you will address to a German male friend or German female friend. Then blog writing, here email or blog writing, yeah. So blog writing, we had similar type of question in 11th standard. In 11th standard, we wrote blogs about Reise or Urlaub, yeah, vacations, so like that. Or here the yes.
In email, will we only get informal or both, or also formal?
Informal only.
Okay.
For blog writing, we have this year the topics like Überfest, so Berichten oder schreiben Sie Ihrem deutschen Freund über ein indisches Fest wie Holi oder Diwali oder the start in im Dorf, like that. Then next is Numafium is grammatic. Yeah, this question is for 26 marks. So A, yeah, A is welches verb past. Here, 3 out of 4 you're supposed to write. Yeah, for testing the use of present perfect tense. Yeah, I want to give you examples here. Just a second. So, Welsh's verb past is like here you can the verbs would be given, yeah, the forms would be given, and you have to choose the appropriate verb, yeah, suitable to that particular verb. For example, Frau Weber hat ihre Tochter von der Schule abgeholt. Yeah. So here the use of present perfect tense is expected. Yeah, it would be tested. Then next is B, that is ergänze the richtigen Personalpronomen or a possessive article. Yeah, we have learned in 11th standard possessive pronomen mein, dein, sein, unser, and Personalpronomen mich, mir, du, dich, dir. So this would be the mixed exercise, mixed exercise for personal pronomen and possessive pronomen. So 3 out of 4 sentences you have to write, yeah, and 8 blanks will be there. Then next is ergänze die richtigen Präpositionen und Artikel. So this here we are learning the Wechsel Präpositionen, but we will have the mixed type of question like prepositions with accusative, dative, and Wechsel prepositions. Okay. So here also 3 out of 4 you will write. Then next is D, ergänze, that is for adjective ending. This question is for adjective ending. Yeah. So adjective endings for nominative, accusative, dative for definite, indefinite article, and also without article. The next is Bilder Fragen. Sorry. Bilder Fragen, that is here you will get the sentences and you have to frame question for underlined word. So for example, here, das ist meine Freundin Sonia. So for meine Freundin Sonia, the question would be, where is das? Then F is Bilder sinnvolle Sätze. Sinnvolle is meaningful sentences. So you will get words and you will frame a grammatically correct sentence. Grammatically correct sentence, that means you have to make the you have to conjugate the verb, then make the changes according to the verb, that is whether the verb is accusative or dative or nominative, and also if two verbs are given, then the sentence will be in perfect tense. So small things you have to take into consideration and frame a sentence. And this is for 3 marks. Yeah, 3 out of 4 you will write. The next H is ergänze, for testing the use of degrees of comparison. So here you will have the question for positive, comparative, and superlative. Yeah, degree. The next is ergänze the richtige Verb form, past tense of haben, sein, and modal verbs. Yeah. Hatte, war, oder konnte, musste, past tense of modal verbs. And for this question, normally they give you one paragraph, yeah. So it's better to read the whole paragraph and try to understand what situation is given, yeah, what's happening in the text, and then accordingly you will use the past tense of haben, sein, oder modal. The next is wie sagt man das auf Deutsch? Yeah, the translation question. So translation of 4 sentences from English to German. Sentences should be represent all the structures taught during the year, especially highlighting linguistic differences. Yeah, for example, when, while, or also the imperative sentences. Then the modal verb, the sentences with modal verb, or yes no question. W type of questions. In yes no question, we put verb at the first position. In imperative type of sentence, also verb comes at the first position. So these are the examples. You can buy medicines in the medical shop opposite to the school. Then there are many places worth visiting to, in the city center. Excuse me, yeah. Then go straight. It's an imperative type of sentence. The next is the format for oral evaluation. We have Viva for 20 marks, yeah. And this examination will be a pair evaluation. So that means the examiner will take the oral of two persons, yeah, together. So it would be partner work, yeah, and one person will ask the second person the question, and that second person will answer, yeah. Here, listening and speaking will be evaluated in the following task. Introduction, first there would be introduction, yeah, and 2 to 3 connected general questions, the after introduction, the questions like haben Sie gewusst oder was machen Sie am Sonntag? Was sind Ihre Hobbys? Then formulate the question and respond, yeah. So as I said, it's a partner work, yeah. So one person will frame a question for the for his partner, his or her partner, and that person has to respond accordingly. So cards with interrogatives would be shown on the table, and examiner will specify the topic for formulation. Partner A will formulate the question and partner B will respond. Partner B will ask 2 questions and partner A will respond. Right question will get 1.5 marks. With right answer will get 1 mark. Then the second part of the Viva is pronunciation, intonation, and prosody will be evaluated in the following task. Dialogue reading from Sprachlosen, yeah. So you have the reading also for your Viva for 5 marks, yeah. Each candidate should have approximately 5 to 10 sentences to read. And the third is project, yeah, that is for 5 marks. So application of vocabulary, structures, and content will be evaluated in the following tasks, that is project presentation. Minimum 5 sentences of presentation by each student must be in German, and projects are expected to be done in group of 2. External candidates should do the project individually. Okay, so that's it, yeah. So do you have any doubts?
Ma'am, I just have one doubt. The adjective endings part is in the 4th lesson, right? But didn't we have it?
No, it's not in 4th lesson. It's in the second. Just a second. In the first lesson. First second. Our book is new, so just a second. I will check and let you know. In the second chapter, and not in the 4th. Yes. Any other doubts? And we don't have the laser texter, that means the comprehension text from the textbook, yeah, for our final exam. But the vocab and the sentence construction is very important. That means if you read the text from our textbook again and again, you will have a great practice for writing.
It's done, Pradnya?
Yeah, it's done.
You told them the reduced portion also?
Yes.
Okay.
We don't have the 4th chapter. We have first 3 chapters.
Okay. So students, any more queries?
No, ma'am.
Are you happy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.